It's the process. It's the process where the gold is. What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Karina. Welcome back to the channel. It is summer 2021, and as you guys know, my whole focus this summer is spirituality and weight loss. And today I want to talk to you in a very short and sweet way about how instant gratification when it comes to weight loss is the reason why you're unhappy. Okay? So this idea of chasing, it goes all the way back into astrology. As you know, we do astrology here. And understanding Venus and how Venus works as a tool to help you elevate in the rules of society. But if you base Venus on everything, your sense of validation is numb. You need other people to feed you validation. Now, we all need a little bit of outside validation to some sense. I would call this reinforcements, right? Sometimes we forget who we are. Sometimes we need a little extra oomph, a little extra support. But if you base your entire move off of outside and external validation, then Venus has a control of you, and you are being controlled by Lucy. So the key here is to understand that you want to be empowered, maybe not in control, but empowered by using your Venus. So when we look at weight loss, it's quite often the aesthetics that we are trying to gain. And this is why instant gratification is how Venus controls you, because you're basing the weight loss off of your aesthetics, Venus, beauty, right? And then you want it as fast as possible. So now Venus is navigating you versus you holding and navigating her. So what does it look like for you to be empowered by Venus and use Venus as a tool versus Venus controlling you? It's all about value, self-worth and self-value as you are in this moment. And so that is the real process of weight loss. The real process of weight loss is looking at your before and after and loving them both. Right? The real process of weight loss is knowing that aesthetics and beauty is with you in the before and after. This whole process of weight loss will make you not need to lose weight. And it's almost counterproductive to the whole concept of losing weight, because most people are trying to do it for the sake of beauty. Now, the people who are trying to do it for the sake of health still do this instant gratification thing, and then they lose the process. Now, everything has a process, even getting a plastic surgery or waist trainers, or going to the gym and going mad hard. Everything is a process. There's definitely even a process to plastic surgery, right? And some people need to do these things because maybe they're in an emergency situation where they have to get some serious weight off of them before it's a life or death situation. These are not the people that I'm really referring to. The people that I'm really referring to are the ones who need instant gratification based off of aesthetics and beauty, okay? And this is why, whether you are getting plastic surgery or you're using waist trainers or getting liposuction, or if you are going to the gym on a heavy ass program and trying to lose weight, like lose 15 pounds in 2 weeks, I've done it, or lose 30 pounds in a month, that you're the same. You're just like the people who need plastic surgery. There is no difference between these two types of people, because the basic thing is that there's a high anxiety of getting to the result. You're result-oriented people versus process-oriented people. So what's the difference between a result-oriented people and a process-oriented person? Well, let's not say right or wrong, because some of us, we really just want to see results. But let's take, for example, you are planting a garden. You start planting a garden by buying seeds, learning how to grow your own plants, your own vegetation. And you might make some mistakes along the way. You might kill a few plants along the way. You might have to start over. You might have to do these things. But you learn along the way how to build a better relationship with growing your own garden, with planting. Okay, so you buy these seeds and you develop a relationship with growing your garden. That is a process-oriented person. Somebody who's cultivated patience. Now, a results-oriented person, it cares more about the outside and external perspective, and they're both necessary, right? External perspective and process. But results-oriented people are the types that will go to Home Depot and buy this nice plant and put it in the ground and, start there. So they're not familiar as much with the plant unless they have some kind of history. But the example of this is that one person started from the seed and the other just took something that was already created and put it in the garden. So results-oriented people can sometimes lose the patience issue, right? Their relationship with patience is a little distorted. Okay? Their relationship with anything is a little distorted because they want people to meet an expectation, or they want anything to meet an expectation, right? And this expectation is matched on unrealistic processes. I hope that this is making sense. Because if you think that your garden is just going to be beautiful because you went and bought the plants, yes, absolutely. But can you take care of the plants? Do you know what the plants need? Maybe you can go and research it, but do you have the will to take care of the plants after you have gone and bought them, right? These are questions that you have to ask. I'm not saying like one is right or wrong. I'm just giving you the differences between results and process-oriented people. Okay? The other thing, so going back to, because I talked about gardens a lot, but going back to weight loss, look at plastic surgery, right? Specifically, if it's aesthetically wise, it has nothing to do with the relationship to your body and the patience of developing a relationship to your body. The entire process is about instantly needing to change it, right, without developing that relationship. So what people end up doing is they're not strong enough, right? They don't really know how to cultivate a strong core. They don't really know how to cultivate strong glutes, right? They just want the aesthetics, right? And the aesthetics themselves are not based off of actual muscle tissue. Okay, they're either based off of fat or silicone or whatever they're doing these days. Basically, your body is at its strongest when you could do the process of building your muscles, of building your relationship to your body. The emotional state that you're in order to get instant gratification is a loss of patience with yourself, which creates a loss of trust with yourself because you don't know yourself. Okay? So waist trainers, they're cute. I've tried them. I used to sell them even. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with them, but if you just relied on the waist trainer, your body doesn't actually know how to build its own strength and core because the waist trainer is holding up the body for you, right? So maybe you might need it as like a training wheels in the beginning, but until you start doing those body alignment exercises, until you start checking your posture yourself and having patience with the fact that, yeah, your posture is going to be effed up, and you got to literally look in the mirror and adjust yourself. But that kind of relationship to your body cultivates a strong bond, right? So a strong bond and a strong core. So this is why waist trainers, they're not that great, especially when you're trying to develop a longevity with your weight loss, okay? The same thing goes for instant gratification in dieting mad hard, going on a strict diet or whatever, choosing a diet that's not customizable to your body. First of all, these diets are like one size fits all, and it just doesn't work that way. You look at your birth chart and you know you don't fit into everybody's thing. So why would you think that a diet would be any different? But the real reason that the diet and fitness go hard in the gym doesn't work is that some of you guys don't have a Mars that can go hard in the gym. Some of you guys have a Mars in a succeedant or a cadent house. You'll go hard in the gym once and you'll never go back because it's not pleasing to you. Some of you guys have Mars in retrograde. Some of you guys have Mars next to Venus, right? So yeah, of course, if you can start a boot camp regime or something that really gets you going, absolutely, because you're building your muscles, right? We'll talk about how muscles really get built in a second. But yeah, it just doesn't work for everybody. You have to develop a relationship with your body. And again, this diet and fitness hustle to get as much weight off of you within a certain amount of time destroys your relationship with your emotions. So let's say you don't feel like going to the gym today. A lot of people will push, go to the gym, do it even though you don't feel like it. Some people, that's not going to work. Because the whole thing is about trusting your hunger when you're hungry, trusting that you know your body is not well rested before you go back to the gym. And do you know how your body really, really develops muscle? It's in the sleep state. So maybe you just haven't had enough rest before you can go back. You have to develop a process and a relationship with your body. And this is why instant gratification does not promote longevity. Peace and love.